The declaration of the national state of disaster enables an intense, well-coordinated response by government to any crisis that the country is facing. During his State of the Nation address last week Thursday evening, President Cyril Ramaphosa declared the challenging energy crisis a national state of disaster with immediate effect.
We are therefore declaring a national state of disaster to respond to the electricity crisis and its effects.
In the same month, due to the above-normal rainfalls in various parts of the country, another national state of disaster was declared. This is due to the impact of heavy rains causing floods that are affecting Mpumalanga, the Eastern Cape, Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Limpopo, the Northern Cape, and the Northwest, with Mpumalanga and the Eastern Cape as the most affected. There's been complaints that the ANC-led government doesn't know how to deal with the crisis, and now it's resorting to anything. Some fear that, just like during the COVID-19 era, this will open doors for looters. But Jackson Sibula Samanyanga from the UJ's Department of Urban and Regional Planning says the declaration of the national state of disasters will assist the country. He argues that government needs to move from being reactionary as natural disasters needs to be anticipated.
We are not well prepared. As you can see, what we do is we react to these natural disasters as when they've happened. And what is needed, we need to proactively engage with them. We need to anticipate and build cities and roads and bridges that are resilient, that will be able to withstand these issues or disasters we are facing.
In the last 5 years, the country has thus far been subjected to at least 4 national state of disasters. The first one during the COVID-19 pandemic, and the other 3 being due to natural disasters and the energy crisis. Political and governance expert Professor Sandile Swana believes that when it comes to the electricity crisis, there is no necessity, but when it comes to the floods, the introduction is justifiable.
We are hopeful that the state of disaster under electricity will be declared unconstitutional and unlawful and stopped. But unfortunately, the declaration of a national state of disaster under floods has now opened the windows for the ANC unless the opposition parties can actually determine the extent of the damage and say that actually doesn't warrant the declaration of this state of emergency.
But the one many are worried about is the one due to the electricity crisis. Some experts believe that the declaration of the electricity crisis as the national state of disaster can assist in dealing with the crisis.
Hopefully it will be broad enough to encompass access to disaster funds. It will be broad enough to allow Eskom to procure emergency equipment on a far more expeditious manner. It will hopefully also allow Eskom to take the necessary steps to rationalize some of the operations.
Now, as the country comes to terms with the declaration of the national state of disaster, only time will tell if this time around opportunists will keep their hands out of the public funds coffers.
I thank you.
SABC News, Johannesburg.